Hello, hello, hello. How are you going? I hope you're having a fantastic day, a fantastic week, and you've landed on my site. So I'm all about relationships with yourself, and also relationships with your intimate partner. And it's all about giving you different ideas and different ways, and perhaps inspiring you to change a behavior, or to perhaps speak up, or to just change something. Because often it's about letting go of stuff that isn't working to create a whole new way moving forward. But today I want to give you really 3 tools. We'll call them tools, but there's so much more than tools. These are ways that are really going to enhance your well-being. Look, you might be in a whole world of pain at the moment. You might be knowing that you're not happy. You've got this sort of emptiness inside, this real confusion. You reflect of what you were like, say, 3 years ago, a year ago, or even 6 months ago. And you're not the dynamic, inspired individual that you were. And you're starting to really question what you're doing, and you're starting to question the relationship you're in. What I see a lot is people get caught in their head, and they start overthinking and worrying and just really self-criticizing themselves, and then sometimes self-criticizing their partner, but just in a whole world of pain. And so it's being able to sort of helicopter over all of it and sort of see it for what it is and what is in my control. So it's having that awareness, what is in my control that I can begin to change. And like I say many, many times, relationships are not here to make you happy. Relationships are here to heal your childhood wounds. And when you can heal them, then your fight, flight, freeze is going to be so much less. You're going to be able to connect inwardly and really take ownership of what is actually going on for you, because your partner isn't there to make you happy, and it certainly isn't your job to make your partner happy. That is not your job at all. Your job is to make you happy, and then you're going to come from the most authentic, actualized version of yourself, so you are going to be so much happier. And if your partner can meet you in that, that's great, and you move forward. And if your partner cannot meet you in that, you will be empowered enough and strong enough and self-actualized in yourself where you know that, okay, I think I've done all that I can do. And for me to continue to keep growing and self-actualizing, I'm not able to stay in this relationship anymore. But you can only come from that place if you have done some of your inner work, and you come from aligned to your own values and what is right for you, and you've done your trauma work. Go back over other videos. I talk about this. So I want to go to my first tool because I'm going to run out of time. And these tools are ways that can help strengthen your relationship. And number 1, absolutely crucial, is learning how to take time out. Now, if your relationship is quite new and you've got past the bubble of love, trigger happy. There's a lot going on in your relationship. It's very, very normal, because some of your stuff, some of your trauma is being triggered. But it's really crucial as a couple that you know how to take time out. You've had a conversation about what time out looks like. And for some of us, when you get triggered, you can't actually speak. So doing this, time out, what you do is you remove yourself away and you emotionally regulate, and you come back into a good place. But it's your responsibility. But in talking about time out, it is then, once you have processed what's going on for you and the heightened state you're in has begun to reduce, and you can feel yourself coming back in the body and you're calmer, it's being able to come back, whether it be an hour later, it might have happened at breakfast, so you come back at night. It's using I statements. You know, I found it very difficult when you said this, because it really hurt me, and it touched on a part of me that perhaps I need to look at. But in future, would you be able to? So it's about giving feedback, but it's not about blaming, criticizing, or judging. It's about you both as individuals learning how to take time out. Because if your partner takes time out, it's not for you to pursue them, chase them, and hunt them down and try and fix it and put the fix it hat on. No. You perhaps need to take time out as well because, your partner's doing a different behaviour. I don't like this. I need to be able to fix it. Well, be able to just sort of breathe and come back into your body and come from that place. So that's the first thing, is time out. The second place is when you take time out, what do you do in that? So this is where learning how to connect with your special place, your safe place, your happy place, this can be hugely helpful. So when you have been triggered, take yourself away. And you've practiced this. You've already know your safe place. My safe place, where I go to when I get triggered, and yes, I get triggered. We're all going to get triggered. It's not, are you going to get triggered? It's when you are. I've got a beautiful place that I go to regularly. Just in my meditation, it's in a redwood forest in Havelock North, New Zealand, and I can go to that place instantly. So I'm walking into it, I can smell it, I can see the huge towering redwoods, I can hear the wind up in the branches, the strength, the groundedness, because what this is a resource. And what those redwoods do for me is make me feel very strong and grounded. Because when we get triggered, we can get activated. And our adult grounded place has gone inside of us. And often we can go to quite a wounded inner child. So that we need to come back into the adult and be grounded. So your safe place could be in grandma's chair, rocking. It could be on the front veranda and all of the smells. Perhaps you live in the country, or it could be at the beach, sitting on your beach chair and you can feel your feet in the sand. It doesn't matter where your safe place is, but begin to practice having a safe place. So when you get triggered, you can go to that safe place. It's hugely helpful. My third tool for today for strengthening your relationship is being able to come in, not go out. And yes, it goes against what I've talked about with time out, but this is when you are able to regulate the emotions and you're feeling calmer, you've taken your time out, you've perhaps gone to your safe place. This next step is, and it takes a level of vulnerability, is that when you are hurting, you turn in. Because as a couple, the key is to keep turning in. Because when one turns and goes out, what does the other one do? That may activate something in the other one and they turn out as well. So yeah, I'm using the visuals of my hands, but it's being able to face your partner, particularly when you're in pain. And I'm talking to both of you, men and women, but men often you don't want to feel vulnerable. You don't want to face your partner when you're hurting. There is nothing more important in creating intimacy is that when you are vulnerable and you are hurting, you face your partner and you share that inner world with your partner. Huge. And women, I know this is what you want. And you want your men to be able to hold that container, to be able to do that. So I just encourage you to start exploring this, how you can turn in instead of turning away. Because sometimes every time you turn away, the intimacy in you lessens, which is not helpful. Because the whole idea in your relationship is to have the awareness to be able to create that closeness and to be able to turn in and accepting your partner just as they are, and then creating really authentic action steps to keep moving towards each other. So I really hope this is helpful. You know, when I'm working with couples, I use the, whether you call it a metaphor or the picture, you know, we've got each couple either side, and in the middle is a fire, using your imagination. If you don't put wood on that fire to keep that fire going, what happens? Yes, it goes out. It's not as strong. So that's why it's so important to continually, daily strengthen your relationship. Look, I really hope this is helpful. Put it in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. And let's keep in touch, and I will see you next week. See ya.